Hello and welcome back to my Tropico 6 guided playthrough. We are just about to start the World Wars era. We just finished the Colonial era in episode 1, which was about an hour long. This World Wars era is probably the second longest era behind modern times, because modern times is infinite. The Cold War era really doesn't take as long for me, I found. The World Wars era does because we have a lot of setup to do. So we're going to spend a lot of the time on pause here at the beginning, and there's just a lot of building we need to do at the very beginning here. So where to even begin? First of all, we can see if we have any rum trade routes, because we're making rum right now, which we do. And let's do the highest one of that. We're going to increase our American influence very quickly here, or our allies' influence, I should say. Alright, some other things we want to do, some upgrades. Let's see, the library, we want to increase the efficiency for both of those. What else do we want to do? We want to look into upgrading the chapels, but that we will do a little bit later. So, this is our whole island other than the palace right now. First building I like to build is usually the raids building. There's one for each era, so we can always have that ready to go. I'm gonna put it, actually I'm gonna put it over here. Let's see if we can get coconuts out of here yet. I don't have a coconut harvester. It's not a bad area. I'm just gonna get some coconut harvesters down here because we don't have any source of coconuts right now. And I like to have a source of everything if I can. With that in mind, let's find a different spot for our commando garrison. Maybe like right here if we could. It does not fit in there, unfortunately. We can build it right there. And that's pretty close to the construction office, so we don't need to quick build that. These we can quick build, they're super cheap. And as soon as we build that, let's just get the upgrades for them. So that'll fill out that residence. There's a tavern there. Next thing we want to build, and I would recommend this for every playthrough that you do, is the immigration office. And I'm going to place it right here by this rock. Actually, no. I'll place it in the downtown area. I'll place it right there by this dock. Not the rock, but the dock. And the reason I do this is because this allows you to almost completely control how much population you have. So if you need more workers, you can leave it on open doors. If you're overpopulated, turn it on Tropico first. Decrease the immigration rate by 80% on base efficiency. So I like to do that. We need some more people, so that's why I built that right away. Because we're going to be building so much. We don't need it like right this second, but we will fairly soon. Ministry is a good one to build too, but I'm going to build the customs office first. Another one I build right away because this will increase export prices, so more money for us. The quicker we do that, the better. Plus 20% for boats, this is pretty good. So I'm thinking about getting this started. I don't even have logs going yet though, so that's not great. Let's worry about trade deals in a little bit. Something else we want to do right away. Edicts. We want to go agricultural subsidies. Increase the efficiency of all agricultural buildings by 25%. It's going to make the upkeep more expensive, but that 25% is going to make these go through the roof. 172% efficiency for the banana, 161 for tobacco, you know. We're really getting up there. Even that corn that was originally 69 when we surveyed it before we planted it is now at 133. And we're not degrading the soil, so it's pretty compact as well. Sometimes it's a little more compact than people like. Like you could do a T intersection and place them not necessarily all based around a farm. You would lose that 10% for some of them, the efficiency here, but the main thing is the multicultural for sure. Alright, so let's see how we're doing on sugar. We're doing pretty good. Now, we could do a ministry. Let's do that. We'll put this right here. Now, the ministry is going to give you several, like 5 benefits really. I like to do the communist one. This will double the slots of teachers or students per teacher. I like to do the militarist one. Police stations will provide infantry squads because we don't have a military, just in case. Increase the efficiency of buildings on maximum budget, the capitalist option. Then I do the militarist one, increase the efficiency of raid buildings. And rebels and criminals have a 10% chance to lose their role every time they visit a chapel, church, or cathedral. Okay. So this may be a little bit earlier than I usually do it, but I'm going to actually upgrade these chapels now. So I'm going to destroy those 2. And in the most recent update, they changed how quickly that demolition animation goes through, which I really appreciate. Because then we can just build this right away. And I'm going to quick build that, and that one. Now, these are just going to decrease the visiting time. And so that will make the faith happiness much better. Now we do need to replace the healthcare happiness, and it's really low right now. So we're going to quick build one right there. We're going to build another one right in here. And we're actually going to build another one, I think there's a mine over here. There's a coal mine right here. So let's just build a clinic right here. And I quick built those, so we're going to increase the service quality and increase the budget to 4. Now, we are building things that need educated people, so now we need a high school. There's something burning right there, a shack. Let's just destroy that. And before we get carried away, as you can see, things just really pile up in this era. Like, there's a lot of things you need to take care of at the beginning if you want to be successful. And then the fact that we've stockpiled is great. So this fire station, I think I'm just going to build right here. And then let's fill out this spot with a little park. We'll do that. So we've quick built the fire station. Let's do that. They're still building that, mainly because we've been on pause. But let's get the education buildings down. Now I keep forgetting the mines are on this side. So, actually let's maybe put these right here. Let's put the high school right there. And the college, I'm going to place the college right here. Now, let's quick build that one. Alright, let's check our raids. And we're still waiting for this to be built, so let's speed up time a little bit here. We are doing a rum trade route with the allies. Let's do a quick tobacco one with the Axis. Speaking of which, we can plan out where we want to build 2 embassies. So I like to have it in a space that isn't really occupied by anything, and it doesn't need workers either. So it doesn't really need a road. I'm going to place this other one right here, and I'm going to quick build both of these. Let's invite the allies and the Axis, and let's praise them both with some money, and that'll improve our trade route prices next time we come around. No more coconut trees, so that plan didn't work out too well actually. So let's just delete those, no problem, they were super cheap. Alright, and I always go for the Taj Mahal as soon as I can in this era. The Taj Mahal will make you probably 30 to 40 grand a year when you put it down. So it's a huge money maker for sure. and it just scales from there based on your population. So always the best option in my opinion. It'd be hard to convince me to choose any of the other ones unless you're going for that play style. You know, it's not like you have to, but if you're going for, if you don't want to worry about money and that's something you're interested in, then for sure it's the best option. Alright, our college is almost built. There's a protest going on here, so let's resolve this protest. We'll negotiate and we'll promise to raise the healthcare happiness, which this really hasn't taken effect yet. I'm gonna max the budget out on these though. That'll be nice. And then let's build another church over here because these people kind of have to travel far. There's gonna be a mine there. Let's build that right there. I'm not sure what this road, oh, this road was for the bridge that we're gonna do, that's right. So we can just do something like that. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight over the water, you know. Just to plan ahead. Because right now the dock is over here. We're gonna want another dock somewhere over here. If we can get one like in the middle here, like right there would be perfect. Okay, that's the main objective. So let's take another look at our research now that we are in the World Wars era. I like to do building permits so it's available as soon as I need it. Police stations is a good option, really helps with crime safety. Aside from that, a lot of it is going to be personal preference. Literacy is a good one. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give Q some up to give them something to do. And we've still got more vacant jobs than people right now, so I'm not building super fast. That's always the main objective. Like, that's how you bankrupt yourself quickly, by overbuilding. So we started with almost 340,000 or so, and we're already down to 185K. We do need to start looking into some different industries soon. So let's think about what we could do easily. Cigar factories, if there's tobacco land, like here wouldn't be a bad option. We could also look over here. And I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start this island off with some tobacco plantations. And let's do something like this. I'm surprised we can fit that in there. And we'll quick build these so people will start walking to them fairly soon. We're going to go into our trade routes and we're going to turn off tobacco. So now that's going to be a raw resource. These I always accept because it's super easy to undo if you don't like it. So they want a militarist one, which I don't want. I want the communist, so I'm just going to replace him right away. It'll cost you $4,000 for a +5 standing, so you got to choose which you want more. And I always want more unless I'm like really broke, but hopefully you'll never go broke again, honestly. This will be one of the lowest money that we have moving forward if we play our cards right. So I'm going to fill this out. Actually, I'm going to do... This is something I don't usually do, but it's not going to be like break our bank. I'm going to do the urban development edict and I'm going to start building some houses. Usually I'll just stick with apartments and bunkhouses, but I feel like this little area will help with some of the housing because this is a very busy part. And then we're going to increase the beauty a bit by doing that. And that. So let's just quick build these. And then we can build another apartment in here. Let's quick build that one. We're probably good on housing right now. So the only thing is, do I want to upgrade any of these? And I think I'm going to upgrade these by doing this. And I'm going to place a few more houses in here. Alright, so the housing should be really good in that sector now. We shouldn't have to worry about homeless people. With still plenty of bunkhouses around. There's just a lot of higher income buildings around here now because I'm going to increase the efficiency of almost all of these. So these mansions are going to be filled. I do want to just fill out some of these spots. Alright. So we can see the US or the Allies want a cabaret over here. Our relation is pretty good right now, so that's why I'm not worrying about that. Swiss bank money is something that, to the way that I play, very important. It's to a lot of people maybe considered overpowered, so you can choose not to use it, but I think this playthrough still works even if you don't use it, but it's going to make it a lot safer because we're on the highest difficulty especially, so we definitely need to be using this. Well, I shouldn't say definitely, but it'll help a lot, and I'll show you exactly how we utilize this over the next two eras. So as soon as we start up some more industries, we'll start building that up. Right now we have 28 vacant jobs, so we are waiting for some people for sure. We're also going to start stockpiling tobacco, and I really don't want them running to the dock with it over here. So I'm going to put my first warehouse down, and I'm going to put it down right there and quick build it. So warehouses aren't particularly useful, but they can be in large production areas. So like for here, I can choose this empty slot and then go down and find tobacco in alphabetical order. And by default, it goes to allow storage. The other options are allow processing and allow transport to dock, which you can select simultaneously or one at a time. But this one is one at a time, allow storage, which I want them to do because these Teamsters, I just want them to drop it off here rather than have to go all the way to the dock where I'm not even going to ship it. Eventually I'm going to build a dock somewhere over here, but for now that's going to be our easy way to do that, and we'll use this too. I don't think we really need to use another slot right now. I'm just going to throw tobacco in a second slot just in case we produce more than 10,000 before we build a cigar plantation, but that is unlikely. So we're producing a lot of cotton as well. You could see we're shipping 2,000 at once here. We could look into a textile mill with one or two more plantations, or we could use llamas. But again, we're waiting for our people. They're coming in batches of 12, 13, you know, a pretty good number right now. So, yep, we're just waiting. And in the meantime, we're still making pretty good money off of this rum for sure. We do have a plus or 5% trade route as well, and we're getting close to the end of that. So this one I'm just going to delay. Usually I would spend 12,000 or 25,000, whatever it was, but we're not super rich right now, and we need to play pretty careful. We do still have the urban development going, so we can build some houses wherever we see some shacks. Is usually a good indicator of where you need some houses. So those filled up right away. Let's go into that thing we accidentally closed, and they want a rescue mission. So let's conduct the rescue any. And we'll just fill in that last slot right there. I think we'll build another apartment right here. It's not filling up, but it will eventually. As these people acquire more wealth, they'll choose to move into the apartments, and then the wealthy people move out of the bunkhouses, so they make room for the poorer people. So yeah, it'll all work out even when they're not filled. Ideally, you don't want to overbuild though, for sure. Like if this had no people in, probably be a good idea to either put it on pause or demolish it. We just made 40,000 though in a trade route. That's good. If we check our population, we've almost evened out, which is great. And here we can see the tobacco we've stored over 5,000. So there's a decision we need to make now, and is that do we want to heavy industrialize? And I think the answer is yes over the next 2 years, because we can do this industrialization edict. Now we could do building permit right now to really increase our Swiss bank money, because we're going to build a lot, and that's part of the deal. You know, you get 2% based off the construction costs, but it'll increase the cost of building by 20%. So we're either going to trade real money for Swiss money, or so I think we're going to hold off. We're only at 200,000 right now. We did issue industrialization though. So let's build a cigar plant. I'm going to quick build that. And let's turn this to max efficiency, because when we turn things to max efficiency, because we have this capitalist, it gets an extra 7% bonus. So it becomes really efficient. These things on max efficiency. So let's allow these for processing, and we'll keep one of them on storage. I think we'll be producing enough to keep this working without any halts, which will be good. Now let's choose a cigar trade route, because we'll be producing that. And we will have room for another industry pretty soon. Now I'm thinking we could do either a creamery or a cannery. The things that don't require a whole lot of input, or at least additional input. So for this we would probably just need an additional pineapple plantation, which maybe we could fit in right here pretty well. It's kind of funky and it will look weird overlapping with these buildings, but I'm gonna do it. And we'll do that. Let's quick build that. We'll put a bunkhouse over here too. And so now let's stop exporting pineapple and fish, and then we need to work on power before we build a cannery. And before we need power, we need coal. So we still have this mine open. I feel like this is a pretty good spot to put. I wonder if we could have put, if we can put 2 mines here, we would probably, no, it looks like, oh, we gotta wait for that to go away. So we could put 2 mines here, which I'm gonna do, because I don't care how quickly they dry this resource up, because to be honest, I don't want the mines too deep into the city, you know. We're gonna stop exporting coal, because that's gonna be a raw resource for steel as well. And we're gonna build a power plant that we're not gonna quick build. This produces quite a bit of pollution, so we don't want it to be too close to anything, but right up here should be okay. And we're not going to quick build that. It's 6,000. That's quite a bit. And these we want to upgrade, decrease the risk of this building catching on fire. Now another upgrade that we probably should have done a little bit earlier is this corn upgrade. It's only $500. Increase the efficiency by 1% every month. So after 20 months it'll be 20%, and then from there it doesn't go up, but that efficiency will go even higher. I think we probably want another grocery store. Either let's maybe put it over here so we can kind of start a little city over here. And I think what I'm gonna do is something like this. Actually, I'm gonna go out to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm just kind of eyeballing this circle. And we're just going to make a little circle here. I would say mainly for aesthetic purposes. I think that looks a little funky, but it'll do. Is that better? That doesn't look better, does it? It's not perfectly centered. I don't think I can get the road perfectly centered, but I think the circle is alright. So we're just going to plan ahead and put a grocery store here. And we're gonna put another church over here right in the middle with a clinic right here. We'll just let the workers build that. We don't need to build that super quick. They want a fire station, which we already have one. We don't particularly need two right now. We mainly need money, but we'll keep that in mind and we'll eventually build one. So I like to upgrade the budget every grocery to max, again, because it's cheap. Oh, my Alexa heard me. That's interesting. Let's see what else we're doing. We have, let's loot some sugar a couple of times. Let's do that. That'll give them something to do. Alright, produce shellfish. We are doing that, although fairly slowly. Alright, they need steel and coal, and we're not producing steel. We are mining coal. But we only need 480 steel. Let's just get another trade contract for minus 5% and only for 500, so that'll be perfect. And that steel will for sure go to the commando garrison. It won't sell off as soon as it comes in, so don't have to worry about that. Let's upgrade this. They built those really quick. Wow. And let's upgrade the church budgets to max. Now let's see how our people are doing. We're about even again. We're just letting time go as we build right now because we're matching it pretty well. Police stations. We can start thinking about these for sure. I think we'll build one in the circle here. And we do need some housing up there. And we can build one right here. Docks are a source of negative crime safety, so they're a good place for a police station. We'll put another one right there. Let's produce boats. We're going to eventually, that'll be our next industry that we start. For now, let's build a apartment here, and then some bunkhouses. We'll say right there. And those are filling up. That's filling up. That's a good amount of housing for there. Alright, let's see what trade routes we can do. We're doing exporting tobacco. We probably aren't going to complete this now because we're making cigars. I didn't think about that. I'm just going to cancel this. And let's see, there's a boats one. Let's sign that one. So this is going to take a lot of people. So let's start by looking at where we want to do this. I think over here. Now how do we want this road to go is the question. Do we want like 2 roads coming out? I think we're going to have to do that. Let's do this. And we can start our logging camps. One right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this one will still work even though that rock's there. It should be plenty efficient still. And let's do that. And we're gonna quick build these. I should have just quick built them when I was laying them down, but that's okay. And let's do the upgrade, reduce time for sapling, and we'll increase the budget to 4. Now we are going to need housing so they don't build a bunch of shacks and take out the trees. So let's do 1, 2, let's start building some parks around here to increase the beauty of the area. And another thing we can do, instead of building another Teamster's office, we now have this available to add 6 job positions. So if you don't want to quite build another Teamster's office, definitely do that first, which we're going to start producing a lot here. So now we need some lumber mills. We're going to put one right here and one right here. Now this is going to go down to where our boats are going to be produced. which I could be more patient and wait till this industry starts actually going, but we'll be okay. I'm gonna do 3 boats here, or 3 shipyards, and we'll do something like that. I'm not gonna quick build those. I am gonna quick build these. We're gonna take off logs, and we're gonna take off planks. Now for this, or this warehouse, we can use this one for planks, and as soon as this is done emptying, which we may be overproducing tobacco at this point, which it looks like we are, we should get another dock as well, because we are producing a lot of stuff over here now. So let's see here. I could, I think, build it over here. This is going to be our best option. And we're just going to make this road not perfectly straight, but I kind of like that look for like this island. Like, since it's the logging island, we'll make it a little bit wackier. Alright, always deliver a speech. Pick the lowest thing usually, so housing happiness, which isn't too low right now, honestly. And pick the lowest thing, capitalists. Blame superpower, no one. I don't know, I don't need it. I'm at 63% right now. And so I usually do nothing unless you're really low, and something is really low as well, and you know you can raise it. Right now we're doing pretty good, honestly. We have a lot of vacant jobs. So as soon as we start producing boats, which I always put at max budget, I put every industry building at max budget, and then if we can increase the efficiency for money, we'll do it. If it requests more power, we probably won't do it. We stopped exporting pineapple and fish, so we probably have a ton of that. We have a ton of pineapple right now. I forgot about that, so luckily I caught it right before it was full, but it's probably a little bit too late. Let's start this. We're going to put 2 of them down, and we're going to quick build them. And max the budget out. And now we're going to also add 6 job positions here to get the Teamsters moving a little bit more. We have a ton of open jobs right now, so we need this immigration office to be at full efficiency and just get some people in. Alright, we can check our dock and see what else. Pineapple was the only thing we were really overproducing because we weren't using it, but now we are filling these up completely. We'll probably need to start producing either more fish or more pineapple to match 2 of them, but yeah, we should be good. So let's see. We can do bananas. Then we have one more. We could do coffee. Alright, these police stations I like to change to always on duty. Homes of employees increase crime safety, decreases job quality by 10. So let's just raise them to max budget. So our crime safety is going to be very efficient. If we have a influx of people, like too many people, then we can upgrade these as well. Right now we have the opposite problem, so we are going to hold off on that. Now you notice the shellfish one is pretty slow, even though we have 2 at max budget. We will add some people, it's pretty cheap. These are waiting for planks right now. And we probably need another Teamsters office over here, so let's do that. We could also build some more houses, which are back up to full price, unfortunately. So first of all, we can build 2 apartments here for the shipyards, which are going to be max budget. And we want to build, yeah, our support is fine, so we don't need to do that. We should never need to do that unless we're like really cutting it close, but I'm actually going to build some houses instead. House, 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 house. with a nice little garden right there and right there. Alright, so those filled up pretty quickly. Those will fill up. And these are starting to produce. Oh boy, there are a lot of shacks over here. So let's try and fix that. Let's use the green one. I like to use those by... Let's do 4 right there. And demolish these. Alright, we won. Perfect. Can ask for some financial aid here because we're getting low. That does lower the favor with them, but we're at 100 right now, so we're doing alright. We're probably stockpiling quite a bit of coal, if I had to guess. Are we not? Are we still trading coal? We are not. I'm not sure. Oh, there's just like no workers yet. So while we still have, oh, it looks like we don't have industrialization anymore. Regardless, let's find some iron first. We need that for steel. And let's see where some coal is too. There's some coal there and some iron way over here. Or we could go up here. Is there any coal up here? There is. Perfect. So let's put 2 iron mines down. And we're going to put 1 more coal mine down. And we can have a road coming out here. We'll do something like that. And I think we want a road that's going to come out from here. Alright, there is a 4-way intersection there, but it's not going to be a heavily used one, so that's perfectly fine. This circle will help with traffic quite a bit too, I think. I've found that they do anyway. We really won't have an issue with traffic anywhere. It shouldn't be like something that we need to fix because we're planning ahead in this way. Alright, so our schools are full, that's good. We don't need to really worry about making more educated because we want to fill a lot of uneducated jobs still, which we have been evening out now. So let's turn our immigration budget back down. We can max this budget out though, that customs one, that's fine. Our money is starting to go back up now that we are producing some things. We're starting to sell boats. And should be canned goods as well, fairly soon anyway. That's good. I'll just increase those budgets. Let's check our edicts again. I think we want Employee of the Month now for sure to increase the effectiveness of those industries. We probably could have done that earlier too, but we've been all right on money. Yeah, this will just increase our money a lot now that we've got a ton of industries. And we can also increase the speed of boats. We only have 2 docks right now, so increasing the budget for those is fine. And we're getting a straight up just 5% faster boats, so money comes in a little bit quicker. It doesn't make you more money, it actually makes you lose money for sure by increasing the budget, but it's alright. I think I prefer just to have money coming in more. And things don't overstock as easily if you're producing a lot of something. So we're doing alright. We could probably use some more logging camps. So I think I'm gonna build 2 more right here. Didn't put them close enough to the road, unfortunately, but that's okay. And let's build bunkhouse here and one here. Destroy that. Alright, and add 6 more job positions there. Alright, let's pause and take care of some of these trade routes. So we can do rum for sure. Let's do the max. Canned goods. Let's do the max. Alright, that takes care of that. Now raids. Looks like we just finished our other raid, our Taj Mahal. So let's put that down. And then we'll just do intimidate neighbors once. We'll do that twice. And then we'll just do some treasure hunts that will queue up. We'll put this one on repeat though. Alright, so we can think about building another fire station as well now. Perhaps like right here. Increase that budget. Looks like we need some more bunkhouses over here. I'm gonna put 2 more down. One of them filled up, one of them did not, but another option, if you don't want to build so many bunkhouses, you could do stack them higher, but this will make the housing quality even lower, and I just prefer not to do that. I'm going to increase all these budgets to max. We're starting to make a lot more money now. So let's turn off iron and start our steel industry. Now that we're making more money though, I am going to start the building permit edict so we can start making some Swiss bank money. I'm also going to do the literacy program, and I think from there we are good. So let's build this steel mill. We're going to build it right there. And we're going to build our second warehouse over here. We can put it right there. We're going to put coal, so in case we were producing too much coal, we can start stockpiling some. Iron and steel, I'm going to prefer to sell right now, but I will want to store it at some point. Let's max the budget out there. Produce canned goods. We're good there. I'm surprised that's actually in the electricity radius, but it barely is. Alright, so we're shipping out canned goods and rum. All these other ones are kind of raw resources, so we're just going to wait this next 2 months out. We're over 100 for both of these, so we don't really need to do anything crazy. Let's build some more houses in here. 1, 2, 3. And we'll build a little park. Alright. They want us to build a mansion. That's an easy one to do. Let's build that right here. Alright. Got another. Let's see, there's still nothing too great. We'll just do that banana one. Better than nothing. Alright, let's queue these up. We're probably not going to use them, but we're going to have the time to use them, or to research them.
Official announcement from the palace declares that we are definitely winning the war. Keep listening to find out which side we are currently on.
I'm going to build some houses right here just to get rid of that shack. Wow, they're filled up fast. Maybe we need like an apartment right there. Alright, that should be okay still. Alright, how are we doing on people? We got 27 unemployed right now. Should be making steel pretty soon here. Let's up the budget on these iron mines. And we do want to build some houses over here. One right there, one right there, one right there. And that'll give us some breathing room for housing. Alright, what other industries can we do? We can definitely do some milk, some creameries. let's do that over here with 1, 2, 3. A nice little gap in between them. I kind of want this to come straight in here. And then we can do this. And we'll build one more Teamster's office over here on this side. So let's quick build these. We're gonna need some houses. I'm just gonna do normal houses. I really usually don't do these normal houses, but I'm gonna try it on this playthrough because usually money isn't a concern. As you can see, we're going nowhere but up right now. So we're gonna stop exporting milk and we're gonna build a creamery over here. Right there is perfect. Max budget, increase the job quality because again, money isn't the issue, so you just want to only focus on those efficiency aspects. And so let's take a look at our almanac for one of the first times here this era and look at the happiness. Fun happiness could use some work. Housing happiness we're not too worried about. Food happiness is great, mainly because of the food, double food edict and this farming layout. We also have rum and yeah, so fish, shellfish. We're about to have a cheese option as well. Let's build a church, because we could probably use another one of those. I'm actually going to build it over here, because this is where most of my population is. And we've got one right here that those people all over here are using. Now we're probably starting to get too many citizens. Produce bananas, we can do that. Happy childhood, I like to do that, just default. And we can start exporting cheese as well. So let's see, let's make sure we're not doing, okay, we've got 2 Axis and 1 allies, so it's good to have a balance of them so they don't invade us, either one of them. Where did we just build that church? Over here. I think we want an apartment right here. Alright, we just need to take care of this homeless population to start getting rid of these shacks mainly and not building more houses. So let's think about, let's see if we can get some nickel mines. Where's all the nickel? There's some nickel here which we actually could mine. The rest is really far out. So maybe we don't do the weapon factory. We could do a textile for sure. Let's look at cotton. That's not too bad. And then we could fit another one in over here somewhere. It's looking pretty funky, but we're gonna make it work. I think I need this to be 1 back. Oh, I don't even know if I can put a road there. Let's cancel that. Let's find a different place for these. We could do a bunch of wool as well, but cotton is going to be more efficient for sure. We could go up here. Let's go 1 times speed right now. How many could we fit up here though? Like 1, right? We could do 2. But can I do a tunnel down here? So we want to make sure we can tunnel to the other side. Looks like we can. Yeah, we can. Actually, that might be better with this road right here. Let's stick that right there. Let's just plan ahead and build that tunnel. Oh, that's just nice. Perfect. Alright. So now that gives us some more room to think about putting cotton plantations over here. Now, do we really want them this far that soon? Or yeah, we could put them right here. That's what we were gonna do. So let's put one right here. And another one right here. We can do that. Bring this up. Bam. Alright, so now we're going to start producing cotton. Let's stop exporting that. Let's increase the upkeep and increase the job quality. And we can build a textile mill. Right there. And it looks like we can build a nice little square in here. Make this place a little bit more attractive. Alright. Another thing, we can think about making some llama ranches. Let's see if we can fit any like right here actually. Let's do this. 1, 2. Alright, so now we really expanded onto this island. Let's stop trading wool. And let's just max the budget on these ones. So now that we've built those, that should take quite a few of the unemployed people. We'll build those up there. Oh, we did not put the Taj Mahal down yet. This will help with entertainment happiness a lot. It'd be great if we could find a spot over here. There's not a great... Oh, right here looks pretty good though. So I find the stairs on it, which you can see they're facing us, the camera right now. And so I'm going to rotate it towards the street. That's where people are going to get on. I just think it makes more sense that way. You don't really want it that way because people are going to walk around. It's not going to make a huge difference, to be honest, but it does take more time, so more time out of people's day, less time they're working. And now, something else we can do for some jobs. We could do the police stations, or we could build some bus garages. So before metro stations, these will help people travel quite a bit quicker. So we'll put one there by that. And then ideally we want another one by this monument, which we can put one right here. And I quick built both of those. Now I'm going to choose free ride for both so citizens can use it for free. And I'm going to put one stop here and the end stop we're going to put right here. This one we're going to do something pretty much the opposite, just the end over here. And we're gonna, yeah, we got the budget up to 4, that's good. Alright, so there's some more jobs out of the way. We are overproducing, or we are underproducing sugar now. I'm going to put one of these just on pause and see if that works. Everything else we're doing pretty good on. We could use another lumber mill possibly. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next. So let's build that right here. And let's stop immigrating people. Whoops. And let's build some banks now that we got some money saved up. We want these probably right here. I'm gonna build 3 of them. And the reason I built 3 was because they're gonna start making us more money. I'm gonna max the budget out. And I'm sure we have enough college immigrated or college workers that will take those jobs. So this apartment should start filling up. I'm gonna pause another rum distillery, and so we can start stockpiling some sugar more. Now that means there's no, these workers get fired and there's no money going into it like as a deficit, so that's the trade-off. Alright, this is waiting for some logs. Could just build a house down here for the dock workers. Probably use another one actually. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright. So let's end part 1 here. We're almost to an hour. Let's accept that. We can see we've expanded very quickly into this island. That's really all we did. You know, we built some other industries over here and kind of expanded on this area, but our new industries are all over here in the Taj Mahal. So yeah, thank you for watching so far. I hope I've been helpful, and if I have, hopefully you can tune into part 2, which I will be uploading right after this, so it will be available right away. Thank you for watching part 1, and hope to see you in part 2.